This is the guided practice for December 4th, Friday. We are focusing on systems of inequalities word problems. For guided practice, we're only going to do questions 1 and 2. So we have to write a system of linear inequalities for each of these, but we also need to make sure that we define our variables. So the first thing we're going to do is read the question all the way through top to bottom. So Jamal runs the bouncy house at a festival. The bounce house can hold a maximum of 1,200 pounds at one time. He estimates that adults weigh approximately 200 pounds and children under 16 weigh approximately 100 pounds. For one 4-minute session of bounce time, Jamal charges adults $3 each and children's $2 each. Jamal hopes to make at least $24 for each session. So first thing I'm going to do is define my variables. I'm just going to use X and Y because for right now that's the easiest thing. So I'm going to have X represent the number of adults, right? Because each of my sets of like different definitions, like we have adults weigh 200 pounds and he charges adults $3 each. So I know that one of them has to be adults, which means the other one has to be children. Now I know which letters, which variables to attach to all of the different numbers. So we've got adults weigh 200 pounds. So I know one of my equations is going to have 200x, and then adults also are $3 each. So the other one will have 3x. And then for children, we've got 100 pounds. So that's 100y, and then the other one will have 2y. So I think that's the easiest part of all of these problems. Then you have to figure out where the other things are. So we have a maximum of 1,200 pounds, and then we have at least $24. So obviously the money is going to match up with the money problem. So 24 is going to go with the 3x and 2y, which means 1,200 is going to go here. Now we have to figure out what these words mean so that we know which symbols to put in for our inequalities. I'm going to start with at least 24. At least is words that you've heard before. So we know that at least $24 means that he wants to make $24 or more, meaning that we are going to include the $24. So we're going to have the or equal to line as part of our symbol. And then 24 is the smallest amount that he wants to make. We are going to use the greater than or equal to because we want the amount of money made to be greater than or equal to $24. Okay, let's look at maximum of 1,200 pounds. Maximum means that's the most that can go in there. Because it could be up to and including 1,200, we again have to have the or equal to symbol. I'm going to give you a hint. The or equal to is going to be in every single one of these problems. Every one of them, all of them will have or equal to. Maximum means that we can get up to 1,200, but it cannot go over 1,200. So for that, we're going to use less than or equal to, meaning that the amount of weight has to be less than or equal to 1,200. All right, let's look at number 2. Carlos works at a movie theater selling tickets. The theater has 300 seats and charges $7.50 for adults and $5.50 for children. The theater expects to make at least $2,000 for each showing. So we're going to define our variables. Let's use X and Y again, and we're going to have them be the exact same thing. So X is going to be the number of adult tickets that they sell, and then Y will be the number of children tickets. So I'm going to go through the exact same way I did. We've got $7.50 for adults, so 7.50 goes with X, and then $5.50 for children, so that'll be 5.50 with Y. And we know that they want to make at least 2,000. We learned that at least up here meant using the greater than or equal to, so that is going to be exactly the same. The amount of money that they make from tickets needs to be greater than or equal to $2,000. Now, we have this other number, 300. We know that the theater has 300 seats, so they can't sell more than 300 tickets. So that means the total number of tickets that they sell cannot be more than 300, right? There's a maximum of 300. Well, that means the number of adult tickets plus the number of children tickets cannot be over 300. So this is just going to be X plus Y, right? The number of adult tickets plus the number of children tickets represents our total number of tickets, which cannot be more than 300. Well, cannot be more than is the same way as saying less than or equal to. So X plus Y is less than or equal to 300.